I'm Mark Badgley,
I'm James Mishka.
and this is Fashion Files.
Magazine. Sure, well, fashion industry is always inspired by old Hollywood, and it's been an inspiration comes from the very beginning. We love watching old movies and envisioning the lives those actresses should have been living at the time. You know, the studio system created their whole lifestyle for them, the whole, guarding in an evening gown kind of thing. We kind of believe that's the way life should be.
It's true, and it was funny. We started really before that whole interest in red carpet had really peaked. I can remember when having some stars call us to wear an evening gown on the red carpet, and we're like, no,
That's a good idea.
sounds like a good idea.
Why not?
Now it's such the norm, but at the time it was not really happening yet. And then it snowballed into what it is today. But so anyway, that's always been a really fun part of our business. We close our fashion show with 40 gowns, not with 4. So they know that there's always a beautiful assortment that they can choose from and they can count on us from. And it's kind of clothes that James and I like to make. No, it's super fun.
It's super nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's sort of getting a girl ready for her wedding, you know what I mean? Because James and I do bridal as well. It's incredible the similarities. And it's just like a bride is almost like getting ready for her Oscar in a sense, you know what I mean? It's her red carpet and all the attention's on her, and so they're very, very similar.
The only thing about it is that a bride knows she's going to win. So she's a little more confident.
But it's super gratifying to see, the girls in our dresses. That you can never get tired of that. So it's big fun.
We dressed Jennifer Lopez for 4 Oscars, so the first one was great, the second one was better, the third one was better, and the fourth one was better than that. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you find inspiration in all the different girls that you dress. Doesn't matter if they're young ingenues or older divas that are famous and incredible. They're all very inspirational in their own way, and it's fun, and it's very nice too when you work with someone who really knows what they like, and they're not second guessing every one of their decisions and stuff. We like when a woman comes in with a real sense of style and has a certain confidence and knows what she wants to look like, and I think that process is a little bit more fun and interesting than the one that doesn't have any idea what they want to look like. It's due to them. Do they want to be sophisticated? Do they want to not be? That and that. They got to try on 10 million gowns. You have to make.
You got the manager and the publicist and
the stylist and the this and the that. Yeah. So you never really quite know what you're signing up for, but it keeps it interesting.
There's no real formula. I mean, we started in one way, and I think the business is a lot different now from how we started. I think one thing to think is never to think that you know everything, because we kind of thought we knew everything when we started, but we realized very quickly that we didn't know anything. So I think people today, with the amount of information disseminated, realize that there's a lot to know besides what they know themselves, which is great.
I think it's virtually impossible to just jump out and start on your own without any kind of experience. I think it's crucial to get experience and work for other designers and make some mistakes on someone else's dime, you know what I mean? Because if you're doing it yourself, it can be really, really dangerous. It's a really fun industry, but it's a really tough one. There's a lot more commerce and business that comes along with it than just, unfortunately, the creative end of it. So get some experience before you go off on your own, that's for sure. Well, we've got a great
for that,
and we've got a great team. I mean, it takes a team and it takes a village to get a collection together. And although we're known for our evening clothes, our day clothes are a very important part of our business. Our customers were asking for day because how many black tie events can you go to? But she's got to get dressed every morning in just something chic and beautiful. So we started just doing chic little simple day dresses and suitings and separates, and that became a very important part of our business too. At the same time, there's a thread of glamour in everything that we do and a consistency. I think it's impossible to try to be everything to everybody. You sort of really have to pick your niche and believe in it.
We were inspired by photographer Jacques-Henri Lartigue from the 20s Riviera in France. Inspired by the sort of effortless way that women they're dressed. They were all look so elegant.
His photographs.
Yeah, not by him. His photographs. Yeah, not by him for sure.
It was sort of an effortless, very chic, nonchalant beauty that these women had. They looked so amazing, but they looked like they just didn't even try, which I think is every, chic woman's quest. And
For evening, we imagined her leaving the Riviera, going on her yacht, sailing out to the middle of the Riviera, and having a little too much champagne, falling off her yacht in the water, and her emerging as a beautiful mermaid.
the fabrics are very, very diaphanous, and the colors look like colors that you'd see under the sea, and sort of a celebration of these beautiful, very flattering feminine colors, and very sort of diaphanous fabrics.
Not often.
Yeah, it's rare. I mean, we're usually talk through it for a long time before we start going a certain direction. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. And there's so many different aspects of this business, and like you said, we do the ready to wear, and then we do the shoes and the handbags and the this and the that. That oftentimes we do go our separate directions, and then come back and regroup. But we're both Capricorns, sort of have a similar personality. We don't get too. We haven't killed each other yet, so to speak.
And if we do disagree, it's whoever stays at work later and gets to change it last. Wins.
It can be very basic. It's not so much about the last trend, I think it's a beautiful set of pearls. It's the perfect little black dress. It's the perfect twin set. The chic, perfect handbag, and then a beautiful
non-platform shoe.
Yeah, a little pointy-toed, gorgeous feminine shoe. Just pretty much set. We love platforms.
Them, we're into the non-platforms right now. We're
I think
heading that way.
it's time for the new, back to that other elegant silhouette. I think it's time.